Welcome to our channel. Keep liking, continue to spread it, and don't forget to give us your thumbs up and subscribe. This is the highest level of disrespect. A retired general knocked Oshiomhole over illegal mining allegation. A former commander of one division, Nigeria Army Brigadier General John Sura, retired, has described the allegations against the Nigeria Army made by the SY governor of Edo State, Adams Oshiomhole, as the highest level of falsehood that anybody can ever peddle. Niger News reported that Oshiomhole has accused some unnamed retired military generals of complicity in the illegal mining activities going on across the country. Oshiomhole, who is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Interior, made the allegation when the chairman of the Senate Committee on Solid Mineral Development, Samson Ekong, submitted his report before the Senate Committee on Appropriation. He lamented that steps being taken by President Bola Tinubu-led government to diversify the economy will remain a mirage if the incessant cases of illegal mining in the country were not addressed. Reacting to the allegation while speaking to Punch, Sura insisted that no retired general will engage in any activity that undermines Nigeria's sovereignty. As a retired general, your priority is Nigeria. Mining is not meant for just an ordinary person who does not have the resources and licenses to engage in it. Therefore, any allegation that any person is bringing up is just a falsehood and just to paint a dog black in order to kill it, he said. Sura argued that most retired generals, aside from those involved in politics, lived a quiet life, relying on their pensions and taking care of their families. He condemned the allegations as the highest level of disrespect to the esteemed nature of a general, adding that both serving and retired officers are trained to prioritize Nigeria's economic and political stability over personal gain. Also speaking to the aforementioned publication, General Bashir Adewinbi, retired, rejected Oshiomhole's claim, stating that he was unaware of any retired general involved in illegal mining. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not aware of any retired general behind illegal mining in Nigeria. There is no reason for that. That is misinformation, he said. Well, there is no way that we are going to, exonerate the retired generals completely from this situation. Of course, these two generals are speaking based on the necessary information that is available to them. But an Oshiomhole, who was once a state governor, yes, and also once a president to the Nigerian Labour Congress, eventually once again he was formerly a chairman of a political party and currently a sitting senator, a chairman of a committee for that matter in the Senate. That man has information, no doubt about that. There is no gainsaying of that one. If he doesn't have this information, he won't be speaking in that manner. But for sure, for generals, they are only restricted to their general work, maybe army work, and then like the one of them has submitted, as the former retired general Suara or has submitted. The Sura is trying to tell us that yes, some of them, they live quiet life, of course, and the ones, those are the ones that are not political. They are political ones among them, but then political ones among them go extra mile to do a lot of. And when we talk about generals, we are generals in the Air Force, generals in the Navy, generals in the Army, like that. Even among the police, too, ranking officers, these men, of course, because they are already involved in the security situation of the country, some of them may not know any other thing apart from that. But the political ones among them, one way or the other, have been able to be exposed to some of these things, and then some of them are found to be culprits in this area of mining. Not only mining of mineral resources that we all know, even our petroleum resources. Many times we've been hearing the bunkering we are talking about. A lot of information used to come that those who are, almost at the ends of this situation, at the eye of the storm, are generals, in quote, are purportedly generals, and that has always been the allegation. They are retired generals or retired naval officers, or even sometimes Air Force too. These are the people, and of course we also have so many situations. Remember some of the generals that work with Jonathan, that the Buhari administration began to probe because of so many things, as regards corruption allegation that were leveled against them. So for an Oshiomhole to come out with this insinuation, I think the man knows what he's saying. The only thing he needs to tell us now is to name names, so that a general like Swara or Adewinbi will know that even though some of them are apolitical, there are some that are purely partisan, and also they get involved in bunkering, in lifting of petroleum, even crude oil, and also get themselves involved in mining of different mineral resources that are supposed to be accessible to Nigerian state, and then for the benefit of all of us as Nigerians. So we are not going to just rule out the fact that these two generals debunk the allegation and calling it a certain thing that they are not aware of it, and saying that it's an act of disrespect. To with due respect, sir, Mr. General, maybe because of the nature of the information you have at your beck and call, but a senator that tells you something knows something. That's just the reality. And I think those who are, engaging in this thing, that is like giving the other retired generals a bad name, should please desist from it. If adventure General Sura has an opportunity to, discuss with any of them or to know any of them, I think if they have the association as retired generals, they should speak concerning that kind of situation and make necessary correction. Because of course injury that is done to one is done to all, and I think that is what General Sura is trying to prevent here. But then when one of you is the one causing injury, of course the repercussion will come to all. They will surely call every dog general a bad dog, a black one, in order to kill it. But I'm so sure that's not the aim and the plan of the senator. But then he is just concerned that what belongs as a commonwealth to every one of us shouldn't be cornered by some general because they have access to arms and ammunition, and then also because they have, reached the peak of their career, they have retired, and their influences when they are supposed to use it continuously, purportedly for the progress of the country, now they are now using it allegedly now for their own personal gain. I think the selfishness has crept in. Their oath that they have already sworn to Nigeria till death is no more standing, and that's why this situation is coming to play. Then of course we cannot be absolute, like the General Sura is saying. It may be not be all the generals that are into this illegal mining, but we can't rule out the fact that if they don't, have such influence, there will be no allegation concerning them. So tell them to also, turn a new leaf. That's for other general that are into this thing, so that Nigeria can be a better place, because we can't rule out the fact that yes, they are the culprit in this situation. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to our channel. Thank